So with Trey Hendrickson officially being on the trade block for a first rounder and a young defensive player, these NFL teams need to be picking up the phone to make. Well, the first one I'm going to start off with is very obvious. Kansas City Chiefs, they've got the window. They've got the draft capital. They just got embarrassed in the Super Bowl, so they are good and pissed off about firing up their pass rush, getting Trey Hendrickson in there next to Chris Jones. The only thing is really going to be is will they give the money that Trey Hendrickson wants? We already know this offense can click. It would be a terrifying nightmare for quarterbacks if you're looking at Trey Hendrickson and Chris Jones coming through your offensive line, third down chaos, better playoff pass rush attempts. I mean, just nothing but positive.
Now, AJF, why are you trying to cause a nightmare for the NFL now? The last thing the Chiefs need is Trey Hendrickson.
Agreed. And the last thing the Chiefs want to probably do is watch him go somewhere else in the conference, so they have to deal with him potentially later in the postseason. I'm not trying to make the NFL a bad place, right? But like, if you look at the fact that Chiefs just got embarrassed, I feel
already
like
conspiracies out there that is rigged for the Chiefs to win.
Yeah.
Is this the NFL's equivalent to the Luka Doncic wig?
100%. That would be, we would have outlets going crazy, and people would probably be predicting Kansas City to go undefeated. They'd be all back in on the dynasty all over again. This one's probably going to make you think the NFL would turn upside down as well, but this is one that I think that has actually been gaining traction because this team has been wanting to add another piece to the pass rush, and that is the Detroit Lions. Just think about it. Hendo and Hutch, rushers at law. It just has a great ring to it, doesn't it? Like, that would be perfect for the pride of Detroit and that fan base. A clear need for edge, a clear need for pressure, and they have the cap flexibility to actually fit Trey Hendrickson, and it's a win now roster. You know, they're one of the few teams that will actually give that money, give that in the pick and the player, and then also pay that money to Trey Hendrickson to make him happy. It's financial, it's competitive, and it would just be a great team to actually go out and get Trey Hendrickson's services. I think if you think of an immediate coach fit for Trey Hendrickson getting traded somewhere, you got to take a look at the New England Patriots, right? Vrabel's system really values that versatile edge play, third down pressure. Trey Hendrickson would cleanly and easily slot into that Mike Vrabel defense. I mean, you see New England in the postseason, there's reports about them chasing that pressure, ramping up that production, and it would be nothing but positives for Trey Hendrickson to jump in there. They have the money. It's a schematic need. But the only thing about New England, which mine kind of makes it speculative, is they think the price is a little too rich, which obviously it is, which means they'll probably watch, they'll kind of poke, be a little strategic, like when I hate to bring it up, when they let go of Gerard Mayo and then immediately brought in Mike Vrabel. We won't see an exact situation, but maybe the same energy or vibe around picking and poking to see if Hendrickson's available, or they'll just man up and pay him and absolutely, get it done. Just a few more teams here. I think the Packers could absolutely go and get Trey Hendrickson as well. The math checks out, but the real question is, do they want to allocate those type of assets on top of draft capital in a player when they already have Rashawn Gary at a Pro Bowl level, a guy that's been with the Packers for a while now? But if they do go for Trey Hendrickson, right, this would really be a we want to win now, like full send on that agenda, but they'll need to back it with the guarantees, the contract. Hendrickson's going to come in. Like, if he demands 35 to 38 million a year, are we looking at him sideways, JT, because of what he's done in the NFL? No, I don't think so. But so the team that actually picks him up is going to have to be, they're going to need to be prepared to absolutely just unload the bag. Seriously. The Commanders, they need a star pass rusher badly. I think Hendrickson just immediately upgrades that, and it's exactly what helps a young secondary really improve on those short downs and really just getting off the field. I mean, Hendrickson, Wagner, Luvu, Miller, but the cap space is a little tight for Washington, and because of what the Bengals want and of Hendrickson's contract, it could get a little iffy. And then one that I think nobody's really thinking about, I'm going to throw it out there. Max Crosby and Trey Hendrickson would be absolutely insane if it would be able to make it happen. It checks all the boxes. They need it. They've got the cap. If they want to push for the win now mode, they brought in Geno. They have Genty. They have Brock Bowers. If they go and get Trey Hendrickson, that probably gets more of a buy-in from the fans. And let's just be real, JT, right? Like, we've seen the Raiders give their best Jerry Jones impression with these big contracts before, going out and randomly getting these quarterbacks, going and getting these coaches that just kind of haven't aligned with what they're looking for, but they just want to make that splash move. But this would be a splash move that actually makes sense. So, I think the big question is, who's actually going to open their wallet? We want you guys to get in the comments. Let us know what you think about the Trey Hendrickson situation unfolding because it will be one to keep your eyes on.